As we continue coverage tonight, Nebraska Secretary of State is urging lawmakers in Lincoln to pass bills addressing election security. Now, this includes Bill 927, a bill that would strengthen the existing laws prohibiting ballot question committees from accepting funding from foreign nationals. Secretary of State Bob Evans says right now it's illegal in the state of Nebraska for foreign nationals to directly or indirectly donate, solicit donations, or participate in the decision-making process of a ballot measure. But his office says the existing law doesn't adequately define contributions from foreign sources or have any penalties for those found violating the law. He also wants lawmakers to support a proposed constitutional amendment on voting. Now, state law already says only U.S. citizens may vote in Nebraska elections, but this change would reaffirm that language to ensure they avoid any doubt.
There are cities in the United States today that claim that they can register non-citizens and have them vote in their elections. We don't interpret our law in Nebraska to allow that, but there are people who are advancing those thoughts, who are advancing those arguments. This change in our Constitution will assure that that cannot happen in Nebraska.
If this bill does not pass, Evans says Nebraska will be vulnerable to future arguments. He says there's a sentiment in the state legislature to pass the bill.